Today I want to talk into a topic around a very potent but simple process that has significant magnitude on the way you feel and performance and achievement. So I was coaching a team from the US, sales team from the US today, and we were talking about effectiveness and what the 1% of, who are truly effective, what do they do differently from the other 99%? And I've been playing with a process which has made, I got to say, it's made significant difference to my life recently. It's not something that I've done for a long time, but it is something which I've noticed that has made a massive impact recently. This process is meditate, gratitude, and goals. Three things condensed together in a 30-minute process. I feel this process has had real impact upon my world at the moment because it's simple, it's easy to do, which means I can become consistent at it. And there's still a discipline around this. There's no two ways about it. You have to be disciplined. But there's certain things which are working in this, which are ticking lots of boxes and are creating the consistency. So I want to talk into that. Now, the meditation, you know that I'm going to be recommending meditation as obviously as a exceptional practice in order for connection and clarity and confidence and all the other 100 benefits, right? Gratitude practice, sometimes it might just be a word. Yeah, and I feel like I've, journaling and doing gratitude practices which take a long time have stopped me from being consistent. So now at the back end of the meditation, I just have a page which says gratitude. So it's on my Remarkable, my notepad, my electronic Bluetooth notepad. And it might just be a word. It might just be as simple as breathing or food. So I keep it really simple. Being simple and keeping it tight in terms of time, I feel is really important, especially if you're super busy, because it makes it manageable. As soon as you make a complex process, that's when inconsistency comes into the play. For me personally, this is my own experience with it. So meditate followed by sitting with gratitude and feeling into it and just expressing it. Now, sometimes that ends up being several sentences and sometimes a download, but sometimes it's just a word. And I'm just going to spend a couple of minutes experiencing gratitude. That's the second practice. The third practice for me is really key. Now, I've been what I consider to be a real shit goal setter. I either go too big or too small, and I've been really super inconsistent with it from, like using SMART goals principles. I feel like it's the thing that I've dropped, or I've been too dreamy about it and I just haven't looked at it enough. So the way that I've done my goals this year has been really, really different. Pretty much looked at every 90 days. So I've cut my year into quarters and looked at who I want to be, where I want to be, what bank accounts need to look like, and how I'm going to get there. And really taken some time to consider the future and the path that I'm on. Notwithstanding that it's the journey, right? So it's not all about goal setting. We obviously have to lean into the journey of what is today and how to get the best out of today, and not to be dreaming that, not to be fooling ourselves that happiness is in the future, because happiness needs to be right now. But I've found that I am more happier day to day because I've got this practice. So what I did was I've put my goals pretty much into one sheet. So I can see quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four, and it's really just dot point. This is what I'm shooting for. And at the back end of that, so I look at it and I ask myself a couple of questions. And the questions that I'm posing are, am I on the pathway today? Is what I'm looking at doing today going to get me to that? Am I on track? Am I on the right path, or am I not? Is what I'm doing today not completely not on track for that? Which pulls up a lot of questions. It's either a yes or a no. And if it's a no, then okay, well, what am I going to do about it? Like, how do I shift and change what I'm doing today, which is going to get me more in alignment with what I've put down there? The second kind of thing that I'm considering is, who do I need to become? Like, in order to engage, in order to have that, what person do I need to become? What things do I need to leave behind? Who do I need to lean into, and what serves me now in order to have that? Because as you know, like, we hold ourselves back, our stories and, you know, our identity of what we think that we're valued and what we're worth, and whether we're going to give ourselves that or not. So I've been asking myself the question, you know, do I truly believe in that I deserve that? And if not, why not? What do I need to shift? What do I need to change? And then, yeah, so really it's just super quick questions and a check-in on, is it all in alignment? And I got to say, I'm not coming from a place here where I can show you 10 years worth of achievement in this stuff. What I'm doing is sharing insights about what I'm evolving in my own life, the things and the weaknesses which I'm reshifting and shaping to be in a different place in order to get a different result. And these are the things that I'm finding that are really working really well. Simplicity, consistency makes it easy to be more disciplined, to do it daily. And I can't heighten enough the importance of consistency. Consistency is everything. I think when we're talking about what the 1%er club does and what do they do better than anyone else, I think it's consistency. Consistency of really amazing practices which allow them to be the best person, the best version of themselves in everything that they do. And that starts in the beginning of what time you wake up, what are you practices that you do to set up your day, how you go about your day, your intentions. So for me, these three key things are for me, and I could probably add on a whole bunch of other things that, you know, in terms of, you know, I could extend the gratitude practice, I could do breath work, I could do a whole bunch of things. I could go and do an ice bath, I could go do some cold water immersion. I could add on probably 20 things onto a list of things that I need to be doing in order to be doing my best version of myself. But what I've been finding is these three things for me have the magnitude that I'm looking for. Now, your three things might be different, but for me, this is providing consistency, it's providing discipline and enthusiasm as well. Like, a lot of enthusiasm behind this. It's the first time that I'm looking at stuff going, yeah, this is me. I'm doing this. I'm creating this, and I'm right behind it, and I'm doing it daily. That's the difference for me. So the question is, what are the three things? What are the simple but potent practices that you need to do that empower, that really shift your world, that you can be consistent at? And I'm looking for simplicity, condensed timing. So how can I get the most out of that half an hour to whatever it might be, half an hour to an hour? How can I get the most out of that in that so that I can do it easily every single day? Gonna give it over to you now. You let me know what your three are. Then we can open up a bit of a discussion group around it. All right. Have a great day. See you later.